I've decided to, one, shoot my videos in my basement, so now you get to see my lovely office door behind me, part in the background, but besides that, I've decided that we will do a series of guitar theory videos because here's why. For some reason, guitar music theory is like non-existent. Like you learn piano, there's a theory book to go with every methods book. Guitar, impossible to find. So I've started making my own, and you get to get the companion videos here first. So let's get started with some guitar theory. Guitar theory number 1. We're going to talk about notation. Notation is a fancy word which just means how music is written. So we're going to learn about how to read music. You've probably already learned how to read treble clef. If you haven't, you'll get a crash course, and there are 1,000 videos on the internet about how to read the treble clef. Typically when we learn guitar methods books will teach you the notes on each string using the treble clef because that's what we typically read for guitar. Problem, once you learn to read treble clef only, it makes it a lot harder to switch to bass clef. Guitar typically reads treble clef, but you can play guitar using the bass clef as well. And there's a few differences, but if you learn the bass clef alongside the treble clef, you'll have a much easier time transferring between the two, and it just opens up so much more possibilities when you're playing guitar. So we're going to start with treble clef, crash course, and then we'll move on to bass clef. The treble clef has 5 lines, such as these 5 fingers, and 4 spaces. So does the bass clef for that matter, but we're talking about treble clef right now. The treble clef is called the G clef because it wraps around line 2 and tells us where G is. Whatever line it wraps around is G. In this case, the second line from the bottom. From there, every line and space is a note. G. If we go up, we go forwards in the alphabet. A, B, C, D, E, F. Here, I'll try to bend my thumb over so it's more of a line. And then G would be the space. We typically start with the first string on the guitar, which is the fourth space on the treble clef, high E. That's your open first string. This one down here. Who decided the string should be numbered from bottom to top? I don't know, but that's where it is. So high E is your first string, closest to your lap. Top space of the treble clef. F, top line of the treble clef. First fret, first string. G, above the top line, kissing the top line of the treble clef. High G, first string, third fret. Those are typically the first 3 notes you'll learn on the treble clef. Let's see what those look like in bass clef. So bass clef has still 5 lines and 4 spaces, but it marks the second line from the top. So we call it line 4 because we count them from the bottom to the top. Don't ask me why. But we count them from bottom to top. So 1, 2, 3, line 4 is the F line. It's between the 2 dots on the bass clef. Bass clef is called the F clef. It came from an old letter F. So it tells us where F is on that second line from the top, line 4. Again, if you go up, you go forwards in the alphabet, F, G, A, B. If you go down, you go backwards, F, E, D, C, B, A, G. In treble clef on guitar, you're actually playing an octave lower than what is written. So like the note that comes out of your guitar is an octave lower than the note that's written on the sheet music. If a piano and a guitar played the same treble clef note, it would sound an octave apart. The guitar would sound lower. But in bass clef, guitar is playing in what we call concert pitch, meaning the note that comes out of the guitar is the same as the note that's written on the page. So if a piano and a guitar played the same bass clef note, then it would sound the same. So, it's going to look a little different. We're going to play the same fingerings on guitar for E, F, G, but it's going to look different. E, that open first string, on bass clef, instead of being up here in the top space, now it's going to be way up above the staff with 2 ledger lines. So you've got a ledger line here, middle C, and then you've got another ledger line higher is E. That's your first string, open first string. F, first fret, is going to be, here's my 2 lines, okay, is going to be the space above the second ledger line. And G, your 3rd fret, is going to be a 4th, or a 3rd ledger line rather. My goodness, I can count. So you've got your 5 lines of the staff, 3 ledger lines. This 3rd one is your G, high G, 3rd fret on the first string. All right, so now you know your first 3 notes in bass clef. We'll come back in another video and learn more.